Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for stopping by, and if you're new here, welcome. I do fashion, beauty and travel, and yeah, I hope you will enjoy it. Today I'm in a different setting. I'm in my walk-in closet, and that's the room that I spend the most time getting ready and choosing my clothes and then looking after them and storing them and also, you know, all things associated with clothes. And I want to talk to you about looking stylish on a budget or looking stylish with limited means. I think it's easier to look your best when you've got more resources and more money, but equally you can look absolutely amazing having a limited budget. And I've done and tried and tested it myself. Since I remember really, I was always interested in fashion, but I don't come from a rich background, and my means as such, especially as a student, were very limited, and yeah, I had to be really clever in what I'm buying and how I'm buying and so on. But at the same time, when I look at the pictures from that time, you wouldn't tell that my means were smaller than they are now. So I think, you know, whatever your budget, you can find your own style, and you can choose things and choose clothing that are right for you. And over the years I come across different things, and I come across or I created my own rules, a set of rules that I try to follow and I feel very precious about. So there are 5 that I'm going to discuss today, and I've got some things that I wanted to show you to demonstrate that, and they are probably mostly high street items as well, and I'm going to go or do you a quick run through my wardrobe as well to illustrate some of the points. So without further rambling, let's begin. So number 1 is the fabric. So the fabric of the clothing that you're buying, or the fabric of the bag, accessories, anything is absolutely crucial. I prefer natural materials, natural fabrics, like wool, cotton, linen, silk. I generally don't like overly processed fabrics, if that makes any sense. Sometimes with more natural fabrics comes the disadvantage of creasing and you know, delicate wash and all this, but I think your skin will appreciate, and your skin can breathe and generally feel much nicer. So this is a prime example. So I got this blouse from H&M a few days ago. It's a cotton blouse, very oversized fit, as you can see, but it's 100% cotton, and I got it on sale. That was the only one they had, and I think originally it was £25, £26, and I paid £7. So you know, right bargain. And before I bought it, before I even considered buying it, I looked at the fabric because I wanted to make sure that it's a right one. So tip number 1 for me would be to always look for natural fabrics. If you want something which is not a natural, it contains polyester or, you know, artificial or man-created fabrics, it's absolutely fine. But in general, these pieces should not be as expensive. So a cashmere jumper should always be more than the one that is a semi-mix cashmere. So again, if you decide to buy anything that's not a natural fabric, make sure that the price justifies that as well, so you're not overpaying and overspending. Yeah. Tip number 2 is the fit, and this is a fit and tailoring as such. So this is something that I would highly encourage everybody to do, just to get to know your body, get to know what your body likes, what it doesn't like, what fits you, what it doesn't fit. Certain things are not right for me as well, and certain things are right for the people, and that's perfectly fine. But knowing what you look good at and what you feel your best at is crucial. I generally, if, like, for instance, today I have a very loose top, I will try to have slimmer fitting pair of trousers, or something so I don't feel over baggy or over proportion. If I have a baggier trousers, I will probably have more fitted blouse, or I will have a maybe deeper collar, something so the proportions are right. Ideal item to demonstrate that is another one from H&M. I've been really loving H&M lately, and it's this blazer. I got it on sale, but I think it's still available, not in smaller sizes though. It's an H&M check blazer, and it's absolutely perfect, just double-breasted, one button closure. It's an absolutely dream. I've been wearing it more than I thought I would be wearing it, and because I'm not a huge on blazers, that is a surprise for me as well. And again, this one was a steal. It was bought on sale. I think it retails for about, again, £25–30, and I think I paid less than £10 for it. Let me see the composition. So this one will not be 100%, obviously. Obviously it's a polyester and contains viscose as well, but for the price, if it was priced as £99, I would expect 100% wool, but because I've paid small amount of money for it, I'm happy with that. So again, fabrics should be priced right for what you're getting, and yeah, for the money, you can style it up really nicely, and I'm going to insert some pictures so you get the idea. But yeah, I've been loving this blazer and been wearing it loads, absolutely loads. You can style it with more expensive bag, or with more expensive pair of shoes, trousers, and it looks like $1 million. So absolutely a winner for me. Yeah. Number 3 on my list, and I've got a little notes that I've made, is the color palette. So again, there are loads of recommendation and loads of suggestion on YouTube to go with very neutral color palette, and I do agree to a certain extent, but I disagree at the same time. I think whatever works for me. As you can see, looking in my closet, I've got things in variety of colors. I don't generally buy just neutral or just beige or just white or black. I like to mix and match, and I like to have different colors in my closet. What I would be careful though about is prints. Prints are tricky, especially for me, and I'm not huge on mixing prints, and I'm not huge on making prints right. So I love to inject a splash of color there and there, but in terms of the prints, I'm quite delicate, so I'm quite cautious, should I say. So if I have a print, just to give you an example, this is actually a mesh dress, so it's slightly more expensive, but because it's a one-off print, one-off piece, that's it for me. So I will style this this dress just with very plain accessories. So it will be a neutral bag, or neutral pair of shoes, or black or beige. It wouldn't be anything that clashes, so just one pop of color, one print is enough. Equally, from the same category, we can look at this dress, which is absolutely oldie. I bought this dress about 8 years ago, maybe longer, and it's from Oasis, and I absolutely love this dress. It's very 50s, very sort of fitted top and much looser skirt. I've paid, can't even remember how much paid, but for amount of time I wore this dress, it's just absolutely bargain. But again, because it's neutral, but it's got a print, it's a piece in itself. So again, I would not wear it with anything that clashes, or I wouldn't put necessary more jackets or more layers on it. I would like it to be a standout piece that you can see and you can admire, and yeah. So be courageous and be able to mix things, but again be careful with prints, because they tend to be more difficult. A final example, just put them back, final example of the print, or things to choose, is these slippers. So these are sliders, should I say. These are by Topshop, and again they are print. I got them last year. I think I've paid full price. They are very, very comfortable pair of shoes. They were about £30, so no, not like massively cheap, but because I'm not so good with prints and I'm not so courageous to mix and match, I've decided to buy a pair of sliders that will add that sort of a texture or interesting thing to my very plain outfit. So I would normally wear it probably with a blue pair of jeans and a t-shirt, and that will be my outfit. So I'm not clashing and I'm not making it too obvious or too stand out. So yeah, color palette, you don't have to stick to neutral. I'm against that rule because I've got variety of colors in my wardrobe, but try to make it work so there's one standout piece rather than, you know, the whole rainbow of things that you incorporate in that one look. Number 4 is to look at accessories. So accessories are a very easy way of adding something extra special to your outfit. So number 1 accessories obviously would be bags, would be shoes, would be jewellery, or sunglasses. And just about the sunglasses, I'm a huge on sunglasses, and you probably, if you follow me for a while and if you follow my blog, you will know. And sunglasses, in general, accessories is a field that I would probably spend a little bit more and invest a little bit more, because you're going to wear them for a prolonged period of time. It's not going to be a piece that hopefully will go out of style or go out of fashion. I would spend a little bit more, have a 1-2 pairs of really good sunglasses, you know, a few pairs of really good shoes. You don't have to change your wardrobe all of a sudden, just incorporate these items. I certainly have not bought what I've got, you know, in a short space of time. It took me nearly 10 years to be sort of semi-happy with what I've got. So definitely take your time and just don't settle for, you know, anything or cheaper alternatives if you really want or have your eye on something. Just to illustrate, I'm going to show you a pair of, you've seen these endlessly, and so I've unboxed them on my channel. I've got them for my birthday. I bought them on sale for half price, and I think I've ended up paying like £115, something like that. And they are a pair of Miu Miu Noir sunglasses that I've been absolutely obsessed with. So as you can see, they are very classic shape, and yeah, they are very delicate on the side, but they don't feel delicate when you put them on. I've been absolutely loving them and wearing them endlessly, and I think the money I've spent on them was a money well spent, because this is a piece that's going to last me for a number of years, and hopefully I will be equally as happy to wear them as I'm happy now. So yeah, number 4 accessories is a huge one for me, and yeah, I would probably recommend to spend a little bit more to get that extra special item that you're going to be enjoying for longer period of time. And a nice pair of shoes, nice pair of sunglasses can elevate even the cheapest outfit and that you bought on a high street, or, you know, absolutely a favorite of mine, a good pair of accessories. And number 5 is something that is not being talked about that much on YouTube, and something that I personally swear by is the the whole wardrobe, or looking at your wardrobe as the whole one piece, and as well storing and making sure that you know what you've got. So there is no point in going to the shop and looking at the piece and you know, falling in love with something, and then first of all not displaying it properly, second of all forgetting that you've got that item in 2-3 months time, then not looking after it properly, not storing, not washing, not drying it properly, and then not displaying it. So I guess I'm really lucky in that respect that I've got this room dedicated. But I've from the moment we moved into this house, I knew that I wanted to have a room dedicated to clothing, and that is hugely a big part of my life. That is important to me, and I wanted to make sure that all of my clothes are stored and displayed properly. I think as well another point is to make sure that your wardrobe is consistent and is sort of curated in a way that you know what you've got and you know what you need to add. Going to buy something or looking on something and then buying it, but then not having anything to pair it with or nothing to style it with, there's no point of buying that item, because you're going to end up buying a lot more to, you know, to fulfill that gap. So identifying the gaps. In order to identify the gaps, you have to know what you've got. So that's why the storage and the display is so important and so vital in your closet. So yeah, I think that's it. That's my 5 rules that just ideas that I had in mind or have in mind, or I try to use every time I go shopping or every time I look for things. Of course, I'm only human, and sometimes I look at things and I want to add them to my closet without a purpose, without the need, without money. That happens as well. But I think knowing your possession, knowing what fits you, knowing what you're looking for, is hugely important. So so yeah, that would be my tips. And despite the common belief, you can look absolutely amazing whatever your budget and whatever your style. Yes, probably you have to be more creative when you've got less means, and believe me, I have to be creative with my hugely different personality that always needs something else and always needs something more expensive or something that I cannot get. I have to be very creative as well, but the satisfaction that you get during the process of coming up what you really like, what you really need, is life-changing. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked the video, and I hope you're going to give it thumbs up. If you've got any suggestions or any further suggestion for any other videos, anything that you wanted to see from me, please let me know. I'm very open for your recommendations and suggestions, and yeah, subscribe and come back for more. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you soon.